Hi guys, in this lesson I'm starting with lesson 2 of complex numbers. So we ended on point 5 of section 1. In this lesson I'm starting with point 6. That's equality rule of complex numbers. How do you solve this? First of all, expand this. 2 into a minus ia plus 2b iota minus bi square is equal to a plus 3i. Now, I square becomes minus 1. So it's going to be 2a minus b minus 1 minus ia plus 2bi is equal to a plus 3 iota. Now, what's written without I? 2a plus b. And here it's minus a I plus 2b iota is equal to a plus 3i. Now compare. So here it's without iota, it's 2a plus b is equal to a. And with I, minus a plus 2b is equal to 3. Now let's solve this simultaneously. So it's going to become a is equal to minus b. Let's plug in minus b instead of a. So what's my answer of b? It's 3b is equal to 3. What's b, guys? 1. Once you guess b as 1, let's plug in here a minus 1. Do you get this? Let's do February, March 16, variant 23 question. So z is not given to you, we need to find that. And this is z conjugate. The conjugate will be x minus iy plus 1 is equal to 2e x plus iy. Let's multiply. It's going to be x minus iy plus 1 is equal to 2xi plus I square 2i square y, 2yi square. Now, it's going to be x minus iy plus 1 is equal to 2xi plus 2y minus 1. You get this? Now, what's written without x or without iota? What's the real part? X plus 1. And here, the real part is minus 2y. What's written with iota, guys? Minus y is equal to 2x. Let's solve this simultaneously. What's y? Minus 2x. Let's plug in here, guys. Minus 2 into minus 2x. X plus 1 is equal to 4x. That makes 1 is equal to 3x. X is what? 1 upon 3. Now, let's plug in x here. So my y is minus 2 upon 3. Do you get this? So we are clear with the 6th point of complex. Let's move to the 7th rule. And that's what? Square root of complex number. So here, I'm supposed to find out the square root of this. So what I'm supposed to do is, you write like this. Under root 8 minus 15 iota. Square root was this only, right? Is equal to x plus iy. Now, I'm going to whole square this. So it's going to become x square xy iota plus I square square. What's the value of I square? It's minus 1. So it's going to become x square minus y square plus 2xy iota is equal to this and this cancel out. Now, based on equality rule, compare the real part with the real part. It's going to become 8 is equal to x square minus y square. And what's written with iota? Minus 15 is equal to 2xy. So my y will become बच्चे minus 15 upon 2x. Do you get this? Now let's plug in, instead of y, minus 15 upon 2x whole square. So it's going to be 8 is equal to x square minus 225 upon 4x square. Let's find out the LCM. 4x square, 4x square. It's going to be 8 is equal to 4x power 4 minus 225 upon 4x square. Let's multiply 4 eights as what? 32x square is equal to 4x power 4 minus 225. So it's going to be minus 32x square minus 225 is equal to 0. Now, एएस मैथ में आपने कॉन्सेप्ट सीखा था डिस्गाइज क्वाड्रेटिक का. बेस्ड ऑन दैट आप एक्स स्क्वायर को थोड़ी देर के लिए कोई और लेटर बना लो. So x power 4 will become s square minus 32s minus 225 is equal to 0. Let's solve this by a quadratic formula. So my one answer is 25 upon 2. S is equal to 25 upon 2, and my other answer is minus 9 upon 2. Now, these are the answer of what? X square. So x square is equal to 25 upon 2 and x square is equal to minus 9 upon 2. If I square root this, so this will be a complex number. But if you see at the top, x can't be a complex number. That's why this answer is rejected. Now, if I square root this, so it's going to be बच्चे x is equal to plus minus 5 upon root 2. Now, what's 5 divided by root 2? Because in denominator there can't be sir. The 5 upon under root 2 multiply by under root 2 over under root 2. That's the basic rule of sir. So it's going to become 5 under root 2 over 2. So my answer of x is this. Now, how will I get y? What was the equation of y? Y is equal to minus 15 2 into 5 under root 2 over 2. This and this cancel out. So minus 15 divided by 5 under root 2. It's going to be what, bache? Minus 3 under root 2 over 2. So my first root will be 5 under root 2 upon 2 minus 3 under root 2 upon 2 iota. Now let's find out the second root. Y is equal to minus 15 2 minus 5 under root 2 over 2. 2 cancel out, minus minus cancel out, and it's going to be positive 3 under root 2 over 2. So my second root will be 5 upon 2 under root 2 minus 5 upon 2 under root 2 plus 3 under root 2 upon 2 iota. That's how we solve square roots. Let's practice one more question on this. So how will I solve this, bacho? It's going to be under root 7 minus 6 under root 2 iota is equal to x plus iy. So I'm going to whole square this first. This and this cancel out. 7 minus 6 under root 2 iota is equal to x square plus 2xyi plus I square y square. So it's going to be x square minus y square plus 2xy iota is equal to 7 minus 6 under root 2 iota. Now compare the real part with the real part and the imaginary part with the imaginary part. Do you get this? Now let's make x the subject. So it's going to be minus 6 under root 2 upon 2y. This and this cancel out. Minus 3 under root 2 upon y. Do you get this? X square minus y square is equal to what? But the real part was 7. Now my value of x is what? Y. So it's going to be 9 into 2 upon y square minus y square is equal to 7. Let's find out LCM bache. Y square, y square. It's going to be 18 minus y power 4 divided by y square is equal to 7. It's going to be 18 minus y power 4 is equal to 7y square. Y power 4 plus 7y square minus 18 is equal to 0. Then AS concept of disguised quadratic. Suppose y square is equal to s. So it's going to be s square plus 7s minus 18. What are the factors of 18? 2 into 9. So s square plus 9s minus 2s minus 18 is equal to 0. Take s common, s plus 9. Take minus 2 common, s plus 9. So guys, s minus 2, s plus 9. So s is equal to minus 9, x equal to 2. And what was s? It was y square. So y square equal to 2 and y square is equal to minus 9. So by square root, y will be plus minus under root 2. Here, y will be plus minus under root minus 9. Now see here. Was y a complex number? No. There was I written with it. So that means y can't be a complex number. Reject this. So my y is under root 2. So now let's plug in here. Minus 3 under root 2 over under root 2. Cancel, cancel. So guys, it's going to be minus 3 plus under root 2 iota. Now let's plug in again. Negative under root 2, this and this cancel out. This become plus. X is equal to 3 plus under root 2 iota. At this point, we complete the point 7 of complex numbers. Let's begin with the 8 point. What's 8 point? If you are given with any complex root and the question says state the root, or you are supposed to form a quadratic equation, in that case, the other root is always its conjugate. So let's suppose they tell you that the one root is 3 plus 2 iota. So what will be the other root? 3 minus 2 iota. So that was point 8. I'll use point 8 in point 9. Point 9 involve remainder factor theorem questions of complex number. So guys, you are told that z minus 2 iota is a factor of this equation. Okay, you need to solve pz equal to 0. So you know one factor is what? Z minus 2 iota. So guys, what will be my other factor? Other factor of an equation is always, what did I tell you guys? It's conjugate. So now let's multiply this. It's going to become what बच्चे आपका? Z square minus 2i whole square. That's going to be z square minus 4i whole square. So z square minus 4 minus 1. That makes what? Z square plus 4. Do you get this? So you got the quadratic equation. Now, I need to solve when PZ is equal to 0. For that, you need other factors. I have the first factor, I have the second factor. But I need to find two more factors. How do I find out there will be two more factors? because it's z power 4. So now let's begin with it. So guys, let's start with long division. So I know the quadratic factor is what? Z squared plus 4. Now it's going to be z power 4. There is no cube. So I always advise write 0z cube plus 13z square plus 36. Sir, why are you writing 0z cube? Because it makes calculation easy. अगर आपने z square के नीचे z cube लिखा आप थोड़े से confuse हो जाओगे. Now, here is z power 4 and here is z square. So I'm going to multiply z square here. So it's going to become what? Z power 4 plus 4z square. Then plus आपका माइनस हो जाता है, यहाँ पे प्लस आपका माइनस हो जाता है. This cancel out. So it's going to be 9z square plus 36. Now, can I write plus 9 here, बच्चे? Yes. So it's going to be 9z square plus 36. So now, it's going to become, बच्चे आपका, plus will become minus, here plus will become minus. This and this cancel out and you got 0. So what are my roots? Z square plus 9. Do you get this? So now let's solve this. Is equal to 0. Z square is equal to minus 9. Z is equal to plus minus under root minus 9. Z is equal to plus minus 3 iota. And the other roots that were given to you was z minus 2 iota is equal to 0. So z will be 2 iota and z plus 2 iota is equal to 0. Z will be minus 2 iota. And that's how I get all four roots. Let's move to the second last point of section 1, and that's our quadratic equation. So if I'm given with this equation, so my a will be 5 bache, my b will be 14 and my c will be 13. Let's apply quadratic formula here. What's the formula? Minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. Now what's b, guys? Minus 14 plus minus. What's b square? 14 square minus 4 into 5 into 13 divide by 2 into 5. So my answer is going to be minus 14 plus minus. If we solve this, 20 into 13, that makes minus 64 divide by 10. So guys, my answer will be minus 7 upon 5 plus minus 8i upon 10. Do you get this? Under root 64 is 8 and under root minus 1 is iota. Now let's write this in the simplified form. So minus 7 upon 5 plus 4 upon 5 iota and minus 7 upon 5 minus 4 upon 5 iota. Do you get this, guys? Is there any problem so far? So we are clear with the quadratic equation. The last point is complex numbers with trigonometry, and that's section 1 of complex number. Okay ji, so last point, complex with trig. I'm just solving one question here, and once I'm done with the lectures part, I'm going to solve different type of possible questions. So उसमें सारे trick के questions cover हो जाएंगे. But I'm just solving one to give you this concept, and I think this one is the toughest one. It's May June 14 variant 32. Okay guys, so let's begin with this. W minus 1 divided by W plus 1, we need to show this is equal to I tan theta. How will I solve this? So first, instead of W, I'm going to write cos 2 theta plus I sin 2 theta minus 1 divide by cos 2 theta plus I sin 2 theta plus 1. Do you get this? Now, cos 2 theta can be written as what? Remember, recall the trick identity. 1 minus 2 sine square theta. Sir, why are you converting it to theta? Because the thing I need to prove, the angle is theta, not 2 theta. And sir, why are you using 1 minus 2 sin square theta? Because I need to cancel minus 1. अगर मैं इसकी जगह 2 cos square theta minus 1 यूज करता तो minus 1 cancel out नहीं होता. Plus I sin 2 theta is equal to 2 sin theta cos theta minus 1. Divide by 2 sin square 2 cos square theta minus 1 plus I 2 sin theta cos theta plus 1. I can cancel this out. I can cancel this out. Now, you'll be left with this. So, if I take 2 common, it's going to be बच्चे आपका 2 sin theta common ले लो. So, it's going to be बच्चे आपका minus sin theta plus I cos theta. And इधर बच्चे take 2 cos common. It's going to be बच्चे आपका cos theta plus I sin theta. Got this? 2 and 2 cancel out. Sin theta upon cos theta tan theta. Now let's try solving minus sin theta plus I cos theta divided by this. Let's solve this separately. Let's solve it on new page. So minus sin theta plus I cos theta divide by cos theta plus I sin theta. You multiply this by its conjugate. Divide का यही rule है, right बच्चों? Cos theta minus I sin theta. Now let's multiply. It's going to become minus sin theta cos theta plus I sin square theta plus I cos square theta minus I square sin theta cos theta divide by cos square theta minus I square sin square theta. This and this will cancel out. Why? Because minus I square will become plus. And plus sin theta minus sin theta cos theta minus sin theta cos theta cancel out. Now take I common and it's going to be sin square theta plus cos square theta. And denominator is also cos square theta. I square is what? Minus 1. Cancel out. So guys, I'm left with what? I. So I replace instead of this with I. So was I supposed to prove I tan theta? And at this point, I complete my lesson 2 of complex number. See you guys in lesson 3. Till then, take care guys. Allah Hafiz.